Did you know that on average, family caregivers spend over $7,000 a year on out-of-pocket caregiving expenses? That's $600 a month. In fact, the average family caregiver spends over a quarter of their income on caregiving expenses. These expenses could strap you for cash or worse, send you spiraling into debt. If you're one of the millions of family caregivers already feeling these financial strains, I'm here to help you make a plan to regain control and reduce these overwhelming expenses. It's all about creating a financial roadmap, one that lays out all income potential, all expenses, including some that you might not be thinking about right now, as well as benefits or tax incentives that you or your loved one may be eligible for. Only then can you figure out how to properly prepare for and manage the costs of care. Looking at your income and personal expenses first will give you a good idea of how much you can afford to help your loved one. Next, look at your care recipient's income. Take any revenue like Social Security payments or retirement plans into consideration. Does your loved one have savings or long-term care insurance that could help cover some of the costs of care? Are they receiving any benefits like services for veterans and their survivors? Take all of these items into account and tally up their total revenue to get a clear picture. Now we need to add up our caregiving expenses, and I want you to put everything down, from groceries to prescription copays to housing expenses. Some caregiving costs that you have taken on may even surprise you, like medical supplies and equipment, transportation for your loved one, or the cost of paying other caregivers. All in all, these items can really add up. If your budgeting has you panicking, don't worry. Now is the time where we look for ways to get you back in control. Let's start with reducing your expenses through possible benefits and tax exemptions. Did you know that if your loved one qualifies as a dependent, you may be able to get a federal tax credit that reduces the taxes that you pay? For non-dependents, you can claim a portion of their caregiving costs on your taxes. If your employer offers it, you could set up a flexible spending account, or FSA, that sets aside pre-tax dollars for medical and dependent care expenses so that your overall taxed income is lower. If your loved one is a veteran, they may be able to get cash payments from the VA to help pay for care. Also, did you know that sometimes you can get paid as a caregiver? Some states have programs that allow friends and family members to be paid for some caregiving duties. Now that you have a clear idea of where you need help the most, navigating these options just got a lot easier. To get started tracking your finances, check out AARP's free financial workbooks or start using AARP's Money Map budget tracking tool. Creating a financial roadmap for yourself and your loved one can help ensure a more stable future.